Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we return back to a living world of darkness. Big app. No, we're not doing Hunter. My bad. Look at that. Even I'm just waking up now. But anyway, it's a Rage Across New York. Not the other one. Forget about the other one. You didn't hear that. Anyway, Helena, being as she is, has orders, in fact, from the Den Father to get some combat familiarities, so to say, or how she would like to put it anyway, with one of the resident children of Gaia. Foster, Aaron. She's met him before, although if she remembers that, that's a different whole story, but we'll get to that in a bit. Knowing a location written down on a piece of paper, handed to her by one of the kinfolk, helping her out a little bit, still guiding her around the sept. She makes her way to where Simon would usually be sat around doing whatever he's doing. Eventually, she comes out into sight, and yeah, what is Simon doing?
So this being in New York, it's pretty much snowing, and Simon coming from a tropical island, he's not used to that. So she'll be pointed to under, like, it's in the middle. It's a big sunny spot where there's a fluff ball, white grayish fluff. He's just like lying in a ball trying to keep warm.
She just kind of looks around and obviously spotting only the fluff, buried in her 3 layers of coats. The obvious oversized coat that she seems to be wearing these days just to keep warm, and carrying a blue plastic bag as well. Just hesitantly walks up, kind of pokes it a little bit.
He'll get up, sit up, look at her expectantly.
I mean, is he in lupus?
Yes.
She just kind of looks at him for a second, and you can see, like, it's pretty obvious by her facial expressions, things are ticking. Simon?
Yes. Hey, how are you?
Oh, and when you confirm that it is actually you, obviously she's never seen him in lupus before, she just flops, like just like a rag doll to the ground.
And he'll look at her. The lupus will like nod, and then he'll pat her, like his paw just pats her. You can get up.
Thank you, Raya. Thank you. And she spins around, sits up, and puts the blue plastic bag out in front of her, kind of offering it to Simon.
He'll when he sees the bag, he'll slowly take his time to go Hamid, and he'll look what's in take the bag and look what's in it.
So what's in it is what looks to be a pack of kind of like homemade cookies of sorts, and a flask. And yeah, you pick up the flask and you can feel the flask is very warm. Has a little bit of a smell of coffee around it.
He'll smile, take the flask. God, this is warm. Thank you so much. And he'll like take a sip.
Well, I thought, since you're teaching me something, you might want something back. And since it's cold, it's easy, right? Coffee.
Yeah, coffee's good. But so training. Did somebody? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, if you haven't, I'm guessing you've probably been told, but Bites the Week has asked me to come to you for training, well, combat familiarities, I guess. I think. Does that sound right? That sounds right to me.
He'll nod. Okay. Well, thank you for the cookies and the coffee. Didn't need to, but still, very much appreciated. And, well, let's head to the training grounds.
Yeah, sure, okay. And she kind of hesitantly gets up, waiting for him to get up first.
Yeah, he'll get up and he'll go head towards the training grounds. On the way, he'll be like, "So, how have you been keeping up with the rest of your training?"
I'm getting there slowly, eventually. But I've got, I guess, plenty of time. So I'll make use of it and learn as much as I can while I'm a cub. So when I actually do go for a rite of passage, I don't fumble, I guess.
Don't rush into it. If you think you're ready, go for it. But if you have doubt, wait a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not rushing into anything. I've got time, so I'm gonna use it. She just smiles pretty brightly.
You're not good. Going for it when you're not ready, and if you don't think you're ready, you're most probably not. But yeah, going for it when you're not ready is most probably going to be a waste of time because yeah, you're not going to pass, and well, that's just might upset some spirits, and then it's just more time till you can go for it again.
Yeah, and I don't want to be the person that fails a rite of passage, because that's something that's going to hang over your head for a while, I think.
And he'll nod. Any idea what tribe you'll be going for?
She kind of thinks and just shrugs. I don't know yet. I've got ideas, but it's too early.
Okay, let's say about that time they get to the training grounds, and Simon stretches, kind of rolls his shoulders. Okay, show me your combat pose. Wait, there's not a pose,
all right.
but yeah.
So she, this is pathetic as I'm going to make it sound. She kind of just raises both fists up, just standing there, and it just kind of takes one foot back behind her. She's a little bit side on. She looks the least threatening you've ever seen, ever.
He likes smirk. This is, well, of how humans fight. But you've got to remember, most of the time you'll be doing fighting, you'll have claws. And he'll come to her and like gesture towards her hand, not making, because he's not going to touch her without his permission. Like, so his hands are going towards hers. And goes, "Can I show you?"
Yeah.
And he'll kind of put her hands as if she had claws, and kind of bring the fingers closer to the hand so they still like got a grip. Because there you'll be able to hit as if you had claws, and the firm grip you have will means that, well, you're not going to break your fingers.
All right, that makes sense. And she kind of does it with the other hand as well. Again, it doesn't look very threatening at all.
Yeah. And he'll go and face her. And I guess we'll roll for initiative, which.
Oh dear.
And he has a gift that
Right. Oh shit, that's a lot of initiative.
Yeah, he has a gift that adds +10, so it's
What? Alright. I mean, well, I think it's obvious who's gonna go first, right?
yes. Oh, yes, Spirit of the Spray is pretty very good. It adds +10, then you can take its rage or notice that you can spend, so it adds 20 instead of 10. Just in case
Holy
you're
fuck.
fighting someone else that has it.
Holy fuck, that's pretty nuts. But yes, anyway, you go first. Beat the shit out of Helena.
So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So what's Simon doing? Describe it to me, Nelson. Tell me in extreme detail.
So she sees Simon. She's how I think you've told me, but remind me how what size she is.
She is about 5'3", 5'4". So
Yeah,
she's
Simon is
pretty
6'4",
tiny.
so Simon is like literally a whole foot bigger than her, and so he sees him like lunging towards him, and one of his arms just go seem to be heading straight for her stomach.
All right, roll that damage.
Ooh, damn! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm bashing. Let's ready for these soak dice. She soaks one. Yes.
So yeah,
All right.
his hand, because it's not exactly a fist of how he's holding it. He's holding it as if he had claws, and he just goes from under her, hitting her stomach, and with the force of the blow, even like kind of forces her up a bit. Like for quick sec, she's like in the air. For quick sec, her feet are about like a few millimeters from the air.
Oh yeah, too right. Especially with the amount of force behind that thing, that punch is it's kind of not like you said. It's not a full hand. It's a kind of a jab almost, as his hand's positioned in such a way that he jabs it right in between the solar plexus, and you can see how she keels over instantly as you just lift her up that little bit with the sheer amount of force, and you can not even only hear her cough. That's how you can even feel like the bit of spit that comes out of her mouth land on your arm as she just kind of lands. Basically on her legs and then down to her knees, like coughing pretty violently.
And
You hit her good.
Right now, he'll wait for her to act. Yeah, and now he won't spend. Actually, yeah, he will. He'll spend just one rage.
Oh, it is her go. So when she picks herself back up and she's going to do a returning jab, I guess, which is a beautiful amount of dice. Oh my god, she actually hit. So it's 1 plus strength. Just that.
Maybe 10. And before for him, so. Well, it's close, but no, because it's D4 actually, because he chokes it because he has reindeer. It's his turn. And don't go for it. So he'll then go this time with he goes from above, kind of like trying to. It seems that like if he had claws, he would like know how he would try to rip or at least claw you from like side to from her. Let me think. Her left shoulder down, and he goes, and that's 1, 2, 3. So
Oh shit! Oh, she soaked one of them.
He's still up. She took 5 plus
5 bash.
Wait, yeah. She's at 5. She's still up.
Yep, still up at the minute. I'm still tracking it. So what happens as he lands in this other hit?
So yeah, she's again, this is different. Like before, it was kind of a jab. This is really as if she had claws, and he'll go from her left shoulder because she's going with his right. So, yeah, left shoulder to her right thigh as the blows just carries that way, and probably well, that's just one, so it hits her. Just hits her. Doesn't have the strength the previous blow had.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't carry the strength that the other blow had, but you can still see with that, her small figure. She's not exactly the rock that Simon might be, and you can see even that much force. It nudges her back. She has to take a step back to keep on her feet, and in return, almost pretty quickly, actually, surprisingly enough, you can see she goes in for another jab herself. She gets one, and it does 1 damage, soak 1 bashing. Simon, I'm sure you can manage this. Well,
Yeah,
you managed it, I believe, because reindeer.
Because reindeer.
Yeah,
I mean, you normally know it, but it's reindeer.
So as she takes a step back, she lunges forward, and it just hits just his stomach and just nothing, just almost like a baby slap almost.
Yeah, well, just smile at her attempt. And of the initiative, one, two, just one. And he'll again use 1 rage. Six. She's holding on there.
She's all right at the minute. Kind of. Yeah, she takes another one. She's returning again. The good old beautiful amount of dice. Gets another hit. Flat strength again. Oh, 2 bashing. Soak it.
Oh, 2. Oh. And
try again.
oh wait, from the space slash R.
Shit. And then your rage action, I believe.
Yes, he's rage action. R. 1, 2, 3 minus just 1 again.
Oh shit!
He doesn't do anything.
Oh shit!
He kind of just goes and kind of taps her shoulder.
But it's your turn again, dude. Top of the initiative.
Oh yes. Oh, she thinks she's in rage. Okay, so it's.
Oh.
He's gonna. 1, 2.
Oh, shit.
That's a lot better. 4,
That's
5.
4. 5 even. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit.
And that's 1, 2. That's 2 because of the 2 ones.
You got 2 soak dice. And so tell me, how do you hit her with this one then?
So this one will again he'll goes from this one will be a side hit as he lunges again, kind of pushing with his feet so that the blow is a bit stronger, and he hits her on the side, which is well. She was hit harder before, but this one with what she took before hits her with a certain amount of force, and I think that brings her down to 7 as she falls on her side.
Yep. Simon, his feet dig in as he lunges forward. That snap, that speed. It's not the same strength, but it's that speed of how it connects. Those end of the fingertips locked in, and they land right on the side of her jaw, and just like you hear the crack. For the other extension of the neck as she just falls down in a slump. Nah, she's out cold.
What is her rage?
Her rage is 2.
Okay, so that's going to be diff 3. Because she'll wait a bit. Yeah, well, no. Just try and kill her. So that's diff 3, so she heals 4.
So she heals 4?
Yes, as he used Mother's Touch.
Yay. Right. It doesn't take long, probably 20 seconds or so, and she eventually begins eyes waking up and picking up. She kind of sits up a bit, hanging onto her head a little bit, rubbing her jaw where that last hit connected.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. That one hurt.
Well, it's combat training. It helps more, especially if a higher up ask me to do it. So I bet I'm not going to take it easy. But
No.
I will say one thing. I'll help you. You have a good stance. You know how to place your feet, but I'm guessing you haven't been in too many fights.
No, this is my second fight ever.
Thank you, Lord. Yeah, heard you fought Desmond.
When you say that, you can see she goes a little bit red and looks down and just nods a little bit. Yeah, I did.
He did something stupid. Like, I heard what happened.
I didn't mean to take it that far, but
it's not entirely your fault. You did take it too far, but it's not entirely your fault. So, just what he said when you go for someone, no, don't do what he says. Don't. It's training. Go as if you're trying to kill someone. It's not.
Yeah, sorry, Ryan. I know it's he went for me like he was, trying to. So I don't know what came over me. I lost it.
Your rage took over. Believe me, it could have been a lot worse. So don't be too hard on yourself. And
Right.
well, no, he won't say that because just holding on to your rage, trying to get a hold of it, it's not going to be easy. And just be glad you don't have be glad you're just a theurge. Most of you have a lot more rage. It's a lot harder for us to keep a hold on our anger.
Yeah, I've seen a few things.
Anyways, can you take another form real quick? So just so you heal the rest of your damage.
Yeah, sure. And because I am the way I am, I'm going to roll for this because it's fun for me. if I remember what it is, down a primal urge, I believe.
Yes.
She's moving Krynos. F6, I believe again.
Yes.
Boom.
Different Krynos.
She does it.
Takes a little bit, but she does it.
She changes the Krynos. You can see. I don't think you've seen her in Krynos before, but and in the training grounds is in the Umbra, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So this will be something new for Simon then. So as she goes to Krynos, you can see obviously the normal fur, that red from the hair carrying on over to the Krynos form as the fur kind of comes up. What I also notice is the tail has the end of it is like it's white, and the arms and hind legs they have like black socks essentially, very much like a fox would have.
So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. She pretty much looks like a wolf, but with the fox colors.
She looks like a giant death fox now, essentially.
Yeah. Oh. I'll look quizzically. It's almost as if you're one of. And I'll look. Think one of. Forgot their names. But yeah, you look like a werefox.
You get, as much of a grin as a giant death machine can give. As she relaxes back and after soaking the damage, it's only bashing, so it takes a matter of seconds. And just for funsies, I'm gonna roll absent-minded. Ah, oh, fantastic. So as she relaxes back, you notice only the coat she was wearing kind of stayed. So it's oversized, so it covers her, but all the rest of her clothes got destroyed. And she just kind of stands there.
Smirk. Bit colder than before.
A little bit. Why?
You didn't get everything you had on you dedicated, did you?
She looks down. Oh, damn it! I thought these were the right ones.
Didn't you do the ribbon thing?
No, I have a set of clothes that are. Then again, I still haven't found them yet. Yes. All right.
Okay, I'll just nod. Just.
She goes bright red.
Don't worry. I'll smile. Don't worry. This is Carrie Nation. There are people I've seen naked here. It really doesn't matter.
Everybody keeps telling me that. It just doesn't feel any more comfortable. She says it's, a bit of a smirk as she's covering, zips up the coat a bit more.
And he'll look for something. Well, we'll train more. We're going to train again right now, but well, just for now, before we do that, let's try and find you something to wear.
Thank you, Ryan.
And that goes somewhere. Yeah, but he's a guardian, so he probably has somewhere where he keeps the clothes. I say towards the what? Forgot the name of it. The forge. So around the forge, he'll probably get some clothing, and he'll look for it. Guys, well, it's not exactly your size, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Oh, well, and guess wait, you probably have your own clothing somewhere.
Yeah, I've got plenty. I'll bring these back next time. if you don't mind, Raya.
She'll nod. No, don't worry. But yeah, guys, let's go again. As a head, I'll say, okay, you need to remember something. To face someone that's stronger than you, you might be better off before you goes to strike them. Try to sweep them on the floor. They're going to be easier to hit, and even if they do get up before you have time to strike again, they'll waste time getting up.
Right. Sweep on the floor. I got it. Okay. And she. We're doing this again, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, she takes almost not as pathetic as before. Almost pretty pathetic fighting stance as initiative, as no point rolling really, because we know who's good, and that's a 1 again. So
okay,
I'll you're first, Nelson.
Yeah, he'll go first. So 8d10.
Holy 5, shit. 6. That's 7. So strength +6.
Yeah, it'd be 7 if he was using actual claws, but it's just 6. So that's 9d10.
Oh my god.
Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh god. Yeah. So
this is
all right. So just because what happens? She looks ready. She looks determined. You know, this a bit of advice. It's gone in. She's thinking about it. She goes back into fighting stance and almost on par. That perfect hit from Simon. You know, the footwork, perfect. He turns full back, right-handed shoulder hook as the end down is still making the claw position in his hands. Those ends of the fingertips solid as they hit the side of her jaw again. That perfect pressure point as she just topples, like flips over, almost doing a 360 into the air, and just goes at least like a good 2-3 feet backwards and just lands face down in the snow. She is out instantly.
And this is in the Umbra again, so he'll and he has a little friend that's here. And the 6. But the 10d10. And she heals for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, she heals for 2. It's not because there's quite a few ones here.
All
but
right.
she does heal.
She does good.
Yes, that's right. I forgot to mention in the Umbra there's always next to Simon there's a spirit that's around him which looks like a big well, not big for a cloud, but yeah, it's like a cloud that's a bunch of storm clouds together with faces in them. That kind of So that's what it is. It's a cloud with kind of faces. Storm cloud. So there's a bit of like thunder in it with faces forming in it.
She again, this one takes a little bit longer for the punch / jab as it was taking the perfect hit, and just it takes her a good 2 minutes or so to pull back up, but she does, and you can see pretty much it, like her facial expression is that one caught her pretty hard. And she just rubs the side of her jaw again, like, oh.
That? Oh, look, I got you good there. And I'll say because I forgot to mention it before. I'll say the spirit actually it was probably doing something, or it was maybe in the background somewhere, and it comes when someone asks it to help her.
Yeah, that was a good one. Ow, ow, oh, oh, oh.
He'll look like where he hit her. Sorry, and he'll like touch her jaw, making sure he didn't break anything, and he did just do what he needed to knock her down. So it's not broken, and he'll like, oh, okay, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Sit it out.
just bruising. He sits back up.
And he'll look at her, smile. Okay, let's take a break for a little bit.
Thank you. Right. She kind of sits up properly now. It's still holding on to the probably going to be pretty heavily bruised jaw if she was, wasn't able to shift, so to say.
And he'll smile. And this is, he'll monitor. So, okay, I know right now you're going through a lot. You probably have kind of some doubt. You're not sure if you can ever get a hold of your on that rage. You're not sure if you'll be able to fight like we do. Not sure if you'll be able to remember everything you need to remember about spirits. Right?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
And he'll smile. He was already smiling. His smile gets a bit broader. Think again. You can do it. No, you can do it. Just persevere. If you fail, do it again. And try again. This is what I want you to do. Every time you try, I want you to go as if, not as, like even for combat training, don't go as if you're trying to kill the person, which is wrong and might end up doing something, but go as if failure is not an option, as if it didn't even exist. Go for it with all of your heart. Give it everything you have, and then if you do fail, remember that, well, you failed, but that doesn't mean you're a failure. Failure is going to be part of what's going to build you up. It's going to be part of what's going to make you you. And well, you'll have time again. You'll have time to try again to better yourself. Time is going to be time. The best way I can say this is time is the most valuable resource you have. Always value the time you have, and spend it training. Yes, spend it also spend it having fun. Spend it with friends. Spend it doing whatever you like. Spend it. Then look at it. Spend it smiling. You have quite a smile. People like your smile around here. So some might think it's stupid, but no. Spend time doing what you would like. To be important. We're Guru. We don't always have time to smile and be happy. So it's important that you do find time to do it. And yeah, there's going to be doubt in your heart. But every time there is doubt, every time you find yourself wondering, can I do it? I want you to remember that, yeah, you can do it. If doubt can be the biggest, I think, okay, the best way I can say this is you and you alone can ever really unmotivate you. People obviously might say things, but when someone says that you can't do something, it should encourage you to do it. It should go through your head, should be, I'll prove you wrong. So when someone says you can't do something, I want them to have chosen the wrong person to say that to. And then if you ever find yourself asking, can I do it? Find that voice inside you that says, yes, you can. You're the one. You can do anything. And he'll smile and nod.
She, rubbing her jaw and listening. Now her smile widens, but pretty wide. She doesn't show teeth. She's learned that one. She smiles and nods. Some wise words, right? I'll remember them. I will. I promise.
And he'll nod. Okay. He'll wait for her. And I say, just for, we won't roll it again, but just for storytelling's sake, he'll keep training with her. And and he won't be mean, but he'll be hard. And he'll keep training till, and the training, he'll won't let her leave until he either knocked him out, or well, knocked him, not out, but swept him on the floor, or did that this game speaking wise, at least one damage. So it might take a little bit, and we'll keep going. But but they train, and for a while he sees her getting tired, and he probably gives her water when she's thirsty. But he says, "But we're gonna keep on going until you." And he'll say you will keep on going until you either do damage to me or sweep me on the floor. And after a while,
and so they begin to train for hours, almost relentless. Helena being the small, weak, inverted commas figure that she is, bouncing off Simon. The camera pans out, leaving those two almost brawling between each other. It's friendly brawling, to say the least. Bonding, some would say, from the nation, that is.
Yes, and they'll keep going at it until something happens, and there I'll say thank you, player for playing, thank you, watchers for watching, and see you on another setting of Rage Across New York.